Everybody thinks moving to the South Coast is gonna feel like living inside a beach vacation commercial. And for about 3 months during the summer, honestly, kind of. Then November shows up, the tourists disappear. The wind off the water starts attacking people personally. And suddenly, you find out what living here actually feels like. That's the part nobody talks about enough online. Because most relocation videos show summer drone shots, harbor sunsets, beaches, boats, coffee shops. Nobody films the middle of February when everybody's wearing hoodies inside Market Basket and emotionally recovering from heating bills. So if you're thinking about moving to the South Coast, I want to talk about what daily life here actually feels like. The good stuff, the annoying stuff, the lifestyle, the communities, the winters, the summers, the things people end up loving, and the stuff that catches them off guard. Because living here and vacationing here are two completely different experiences. The first thing people notice after moving here, life slows down. And honestly, that's usually why people move here in the first place. The South Coast has this calmer energy compared to places closer to Boston. Less rush, less chaos, less feeling like everybody's in a competition to answer emails faster than each other. People spend more time outside here, especially in summer. Beach days, boating, fishing, walking near the harbor, outdoor restaurants, random sunset drives for no reason. And one thing that surprises people, the communities around here still feel connected. People know each other. You start recognizing familiar faces fast. Coffee shop people remember your order. Restaurant owners know locals by name. Parents see the same families at sport games every weekend. That small town energy still exists around a lot of South Coast. And honestly, people moving from bigger cities usually love that part. Now summer around here, summer's the main character. Everything wakes up. The beaches fill up, the waterfront restaurants get packed. Towns like Bedford, Mattapoisett, and Fairhaven feel alive constantly. You've got farmers markets, live music, boats everywhere, people outside non-stop. Little festivals, harbor activity. It feels like coastal New England doing exactly what people picture coastal New England should feel like. And yeah, there are moments during summer where you kind of stop and think, okay, this place is ridiculously nice. But summer also brings traffic and tourists and parking problems. That's the trade-off nobody talks about. Some waterfront areas become chaos on sunny weekends. Locals know exactly when not to drive near certain beaches because everybody suddenly decides they need fried seafood and ocean views at the exact same time. Now once fall hits, honestly, this might be the best season here. I said what I said. The weather cools off, crowds calm down, the towns breathe again. And South Coast fall feels underrated compared to places further north in New England. You still get coastal energy without everything shutting down immediately. Now winter's where people find out whether they truly love living here because winter near the coast feels different. The wind gets aggressive. Darkness before dinner starts messing with people emotionally. And if you're relocating from warmer states, your first winter can humble you fast. I had somebody move from South Carolina, and after their first snowstorm, they told me, nobody warned me the air hurts. I was crying laughing. But honestly, winters do feel quieter here, especially in smaller coastal towns. Some people love that slower off-season energy. Others start getting cabin fever by March. That's why I always tell buyers, visit the South Coast during multiple seasons before moving here. Anybody can fall in love with the area during July. Come here during February too. That's the real test. Now let's talk about schools and families for a second, because this becomes a huge conversation for buyers. A lot of families moving here are looking for space, community, sports, safer feeling neighborhoods, and better pace of life for kids. And depending on the town, you'll get very different lifestyle. Dartmouth feels different than New Bedford. Mattapoisett feels different than Fall River. Fairhaven feels different than Westport. That's why choosing the right town matters way more than people realize. Some buyers need walkability. Some need highway access. Some want land. Some want water views. Some want nightlife nearby. Some want absolute silence. You need to know yourself before picking a town here. Now, one thing people moving to South Coast usually don't expect, the food scene, especially Portuguese food. New Bedford and Fall River alone have some ridiculously good restaurants. And once people discover local bakeries around here, game over. Your diet's finished. And New Bedford especially surprises people. A lot of buyers overlook it initially. Then they spend real time downtown and realize there's culture, history, restaurants, breweries, coffee shops, the fishing industry, art galleries, waterfront areas. There's more energy there than people expect. Now commuting. This is where lifestyle matters a lot. If you work remote, the South Coast can feel amazing. If you commute north daily toward Boston, that's a different conversation. People underestimate this constantly. A drive that looks manageable online starts feeling personal after doing it repeatedly in winter traffic. That's why some buyers prioritize highway access more heavily than they expected. And honestly, people moving here usually end up learning that quality of life matters more than square footage. That's the weird shift that happens. They stop caring as much about impressing people. They start caring more about time outside, slower mornings, community, less stress, water nearby, spaces to breathe. That's what pulls people into the South Coast lifestyle. And once people settle in here, a lot of them don't leave. That tells you something. If you're thinking about moving anywhere around the South Coast and want to figure out which town fits your lifestyle best, send me a message. I'll help you narrow things down before you end up buying in an area that doesn't match how you actually want to live. And subscribe, because I'm constantly breaking down what it's actually like living around the South Coast, buying here, selling here, and all that stuff people wish they knew before making a move.